Okay, this is Chris Blandy speaking to me in London. We were both present at a kind of historic terrantez tasting in New York a few weeks ago, and Chris is kindly I just asked Chris just to share with me some of his thoughts about that tasting. What did you come away thinking after tasting all those 100 and 250-year-old terrantez Madeiras?
Well, I have to say it was. I think probably my first thought as I left the restaurant was how fortunate I was to actually be invited and be present at the tasting. It was a real experience. I don't have that many years of wine experience behind me, but to be involved in such a historical tasting like that was unique. And just listening to the various conversations and comments that went round the table that day was pretty awe-inspiring, to be honest. I'm quite humble when it comes to learning about Madeira, and I know my own lack of capacity when it comes to tasting. But I think I learned a huge amount that day, and I think what it does also, it highlights how unique Madeira is and how amazing it is that you can still be drinking wines going back to the 18th century and drink them as if they were bottled yesterday. The freshness, the acidity within the wines, and each one of them, even though from one style, each one of them so completely unique, just really highlighted what Madeira is all about, I think.
Did you come away with a different impression of terrantez as a style of Madeira?
I thought terrantez, for me and for us as a family and for the sector as a whole, I think almost has quite a reverent state by the fact that it's A, such a rare grape, and B, that almost 99% of all Madeira wine produced with terrantez becomes a vintage. I have one big regret when it comes to the terrantez, is that it's so rare. I mean, for example, just to give you an idea, last year we only bought 1,300 kilos, and that was almost over a third of all production of the island. So that's one of my big regrets, and that's something we've already addressed as a company to try and motivate and try and promote the plantation of new terrantez vineyards.
Is that working, or?
It's slow to be accepted. Unfortunately nowadays, and especially with the economic situation, a lot of people are looking at the bottom line, and terrantez doesn't have big yields, and you have a bad year for terrantez, and that's your harvest ultimately gone. So slowly coming around to the fact but us as a company, we have to be the leaders in planting terrantez, and that's one of the projects we've got on top of the table at the moment, is to actually looking to own our own vineyards, not only for the white grape varietals, but more specifically for terrantez. So that's something we're looking to do in order to allow the terrantez to continue into the future, because any decision we take nowadays, our children or our grandchildren will be enjoying them when the wine is finally bottled. So it's, we're very much working for the future of the sector and the future of the terrantez.
Can you remember, was there a favourite wine of that tasting that sticks out in your memory, or?
For the 18
there were so many
wines. There were so many. I've got all my notes off the top of my head. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
I think I had 5 or 6 very good ones, but one really stuck out. But I can't remember the exact day now.
No. Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. Thank you.